and we'll adjust that. Now, I'm liking my little microphone. This is really cool. So I shouldn't probably do that. It'll make a bit of a rough noise. So slippery here again this morning. I know I tend to doing these quite a few in this little back office because it's nice and quiet. Apart from being out doing something, I always forget to take my phone or my little camera, and I get halfway through my run or my bike or my whatever I'm doing, I'm like, oh, what a good idea. And and by the time you finish it, you're driving home or whatever you're doing, and out it goes. So you just forget all about it. So but driving into work, at least I can sort of go, remember, get in the back room in the office, get it done. Now today I wanted to talk to you about building your run up. Now I rolled my ankle, like for about 4 weeks ago now, and I did a run on the weekend that was okay, a little bit sore still, but I managed to get through it and was quite happy about it. Now the body did not like me at all, so I went from as you know, we did Ironman back in May, and so I was starting to build for this ultra run until stupid me went down like a sack of potatoes and did damage. So I'd only been those, that week 4, week 3-ish, I started doing some small, 3K run, 5K, real slow 8, and then jumped to 17. How stupid was that? Now the ankle was okay, like it was a little sore, but it recovered quite okay. But far out the joints, man, just that impact. So that jump from 8 to 17 was just way too much, and I probably should have just pulled that up and thought, no, don't do that. But the brain will go, I can do this. The body goes, I can't do this, and it tells you quite quickly with those little issues like sore joints, knees, hips, back, all that kind of stuff. Now the one thing that I did get relief from, now my shoulder was a little sore. Now I hadn't been doing a great deal of swimming, and it was starting to get a bit sore, but after the run, no sore shoulder. So I don't know what that was, whether that was holding the shoulders up. Now I know you're not supposed to do that, but holding it up and making the muscles work the way they do when you run could possibly be. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about was building your run up. So I have to start again. So I have to build up, 5, 10, 15, 20, because we've got the new range crossing here in the Darling Downs has a brand new bypass, and we get to run it. I actually get to ride it, and we get to run it. So 1 week, it's the weekend in September, I think it is. So I'd like to do the 21 kilometre run there, because it's just great view. Anyway, so I've got to build back up to that. Now, building from your run, for your run, not from your run, for your run. So we tend to work on incrementations as you go through your month or your plan or whatever you're working to. And I like to try and work on around about 10%. So if you're starting at something, say 5, your 10% is only going to be 500 meters. But so you could probably go a little bit further the lower you are down. So let's say 5K, you might want to build it, so let's go 6, then go 8, then go 10, then go 12, right? So, but this takes a bit of time for your body to adapt to that. So if you're a 5K runner and you want to slowly get into your distance and work on something like a half marathon, we need to set out a little bit of time. Now, that time can be anywhere from 10 weeks, 20 weeks, or 6 months, just depending on how much time you have to play with. So what you can do is you can sit down and work on that 10%, and you can do that either by week, by fortnight, or by month. It's entirely up to you how you do that. But what I'm saying here is don't go from 5K to 17K or something stupid like that. Your body's not going to like you. It's going to cause damage, and you're not quite ready for it. Yep. I mean, yes, I did that, I know. And look, I know my cardio system can handle that because I've still been on the bike and I've still been swimming, but just the run legs didn't like me so much. So I know that wasn't a very smart thing to do. But if you're a beginner and you've never run those distances before, you need to put it in increments to come up. So you need to build that over time. Now, that gives your body a little bit of time to repair from its from the damage you're doing it. Your muscles are going to take an impact, your joints are going to take an impact. And not only that, is your focus needs to actually improve too. So focusing or concentrating for a 5K is completely different than concentrating for a 21K. So remember, you have to think about form, you have to think about your breathing, all those factors come into your longer run as well, obviously. So you have to concentrate on that for a longer period of time. So it takes time to build that up. Holding your arms up for that long, so you've got your run, sorry you can't quite see that, but holding your arms up, doing the actual run motion with your arms, it gets very tiring over a longer period of time. So your 5 minutes is typically going to be 30-35 minutes for your average runner. You're going to be talking 2.5 hours for a half marathon to actually focus, concentrate, hold your arms up while you run. So it doesn't happen overnight. So what I'm saying is progressively build into those kilometers, or that time distance, I guess, is probably what I'm saying. And don't go in large jumps, because your body will come back and not like you for doing that. Now, if you're doing triathlon as well, remember you've got your other two sports that you need to focus on. So if you go out today and belt out a 20-kilometer run, you're going to be recovering for the next week. So your swim and your bike are going to suffer. So you've sort of got to take a little bit of a step back before you take a step forward to actually work out exactly how that's going to play out. Again, I've got my chaga mushroom kicking in this morning. It's starting to grow on me, like I said before in the previous video. It's a little rough around the edges, but yeah, it's getting there. So let's stay with that. Like I said, work on that 10% build. If you're a little bit fitter, then obviously go to 15, maybe even 20% build, but don't go too far beyond that. If you want a bit of a help or a hand in actually trying to develop something, give me a yell. I can always point you in the right direction. I've got Coach Black that helps me out from time to time. Quite happy to forward his details onto you, and you can get in touch with him. He's a top bloke, and will help you out immensely. No worries. All right, I'll leave it at that. I'll go and finish off my brew, go and get my shop ready to open, and I'll catch you next time. Have a cracker week, guys. Talk soon.